Ini memang dalam tapak. Okey. Kalau bilang pasal memang dah boleh. Tapi tak rasa boleh rumah. Kita lupa saja sekali.
Alright guys, here are the three Acqua di Gio brothers. Soon they will be launching Acqua di Gio EDP eau de parfum as well. So once that comes into the picture, then probably I'll be talking about that one as well. Other than that, I tested out a few that were available, and I found that among them, these are the three. There's another one, Absolute, I believe, right? So these are the three that are more pleasing to the nose, and which is the best I will discuss in a while. All right. So these are the three that I got. I will try to talk about the price as well, although nowadays in the internet you can easily get the price. And the bag also, they gave this cool looking red and gold bag due to the Chinese New Year celebrations. So let's get down and go through each of the Acqua di Gio brothers. Alright. Hi guys, sent out here. Today we're looking at Acqua di Gio Profumo. Okay, the messy thing is that us consumers are getting confused by the companies when they decide to name their perfumes in very similar names and then use very similar bottle coloring. So Acqua di Gio, if you are hearing this, or actually Armani, if you are hearing this, please do some differentiation in your product so it's easy for customers to make the decision. Even if you are into fragrances, I think you can accidentally get the wrong product because the name Profumo here, which is this black bottle, so maybe I will say Acqua di Gio Black Profumo, and there's another one called Acqua di Gio Blue, which is called Profundo, right? Blue, Profundo for deep. So Profumo Black and Profundo Blue. Alright, these are flankers of the original Acqua di Gio EDT, which I have reviewed earlier and which is always a classic. Alright, so now what to say about this also quite popular fragrance, besides that hot news of it being discontinued, which actually might be more having to do with all the pandemic, COVID. Production might have been affected and causing the stock to be reduced because there are a bunch of people who claim to have emailed Armani and was told that it's still being sold, it's not discontinued. So we got that controversy out of the way. If you're worried about discontinuation, if you are a big fan, then of course common sense dictate that you buy and keep a big bottle or maybe 2 or 3 small ones. Alright, but for those who haven't tried this out, I'll just give you some initial impression. Alright, so just for some background, this particular flanker Profumo, this was the same man who came out with the first legend, Alberto Morillas. Okay, this flanker came out in 2015. The top notes are C notes and bergamot. Made this rosemary, sage, geranium with a base of incense and patchouli. Not that many notes, sounds relatively simple and straightforward. I think they're not listing out, or if you look at the original Acqua di Gio's list of ingredients, is a big bunch of things there, flowers and citruses and all these musk and so on. So I think, I don't know, for whatever reason, I think perfume houses sometimes just throw out some notes and then maybe 1 or 2 of it is actually inside and a few others might just to confuse competitors and us. However, generally people agree that this is Acqua di Gio EDT, the original, with some incense and patchouli added to give it a bit of a dark tone to it. Whether this blending is successful or not is the question here, and my initial impression is that it gives me a bit confused because I'm trying to see what this perfume is trying to achieve and where am I going to wear it. So the original freshy one was always something very versatile and it gives you a positive feeling and very vibrant kind of a positive kind of a perfume. Incense patchouli gives a more mature, woody, evening, winter kind of a vibe. So when you mix those together, where do you stand now? Are you here or are you there? You seem to be in some kind of no man's land. However, there are people who like that combination, that hybrid pattern, right? So let's take an example of music. Okay, if you take a certain famous song, say "Every Breath You Take" by the Police, right? Then you had this rapper Puff Daddy or Puff Diddy or whatever the name was, who remixed it, redid the song, and it came out. It was quite popular. Although it was a remix, right? A song that was redone. So and there are a lot of flankers that do well, or even sometimes better than the original. I love Lemal Le Parfum, right? The derivative of the original JPG Lemal. So nothing against flankers or not reformulation, nothing against flankers or remixes of perfumes, but I feel that this remix sort of got things confused, and that is my feeling on the initial impression. Okay, the musky smell, or some call it eggy smell, is still there. It might disturb some people who don't like that. Okay, that muskiness was, I think, blended much better in the original Acqua di Giù EDT, which is still one of my favorite fragrances. And even Dylan Blue, I think, blended the shower jelly plus incense combo better and with a better pricing. This one I got a 75 milliliter bottle for about US dollar 110 to 120. All right, so it is more on the higher scale of the price range. I remember smelling this way back, like a couple of years back, and not being so impressed and with the smell as well as the price. So I didn't get it that time, but then eventually recently I decided to get it. So the verdict still stands unless I wear it for a very long time and then get a different feeling. I will share it with you guys. But my initial impression of this is, I think I'll give it about maybe 3 out of 5. And it's yeah, definitely more for the afternoon, evening wear rather than a morning one, at least to me. All right, and I will say this is a confused identity perfume. That's my conclusion of this. So give me your thoughts, your inputs, your opinions, right, guys? That's it. My initial impression of Acqua di Giù Profumo by Armani. Take care. Bye bye.